Welcome in, everybody, to Fantasy Pros. This is the Waiver Wire live stream. It is me, Joey P. Joe P's Pia. With me, as always, my co-host who always pays extra for guac. It's D-Bro, Derek Brown, the king of bros. Our producer, Seth, is here, and we're hanging out answering your questions here on a lovely Tuesday afternoon. Again, Super Chats, you go right to the front of the queue. So if you got Super Chats, drop them here below, and we'll send you right to the front. Also, don't forget, at some point, we might cut them off because we only have an hour's worth of time here with you, and that is precious to us, just as it is to you. So we want to make sure that we get your questions answered as much as possible. D-Bro, I know some players we haven't really talked about yet. You know, we did a ton of waiver content yesterday. Great waiver show. If you missed it, go back and watch. Go back and listen wherever you get your podcast, or just watch on the YouTube channel with Pat, myself, and D-Bro. Jaden Reed could be returning to practice Wednesday. Is that a guy that should be on people's radars? Because I feel like that's a yes, and he might have been dropped in a lot of leagues.
See, I guess we'll divide on that. I think he'll have much more NFL value than he will fantasy-wise. Like, I think he's probably going to split routes with Matthew Golden. So if he's not a full-time player, I don't have a lot of interest. But give me the pro side of the glass half full approach with him.
All right. I mean, just the way Matthew Golden hasn't really popped this year, I was like, well, you know what? You get Watson, you get Reed, you get kind of everything going back in the old groove like it used to be. That could be an improvement, I think, for the Green Bay Packers offense. Yeah. Also, again, if you're watching, drop your comments below, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell till that goes ding so you can win our latest giveaway from TrophySmack. It is the WallSmack. TrophySmack is the #1 destination for epic fantasy football hardware. They got the loser awards, the championship belts, the rings, you name it, they've got it. And they've also got the WallSmack, and so could you if you subscribe to the channel, like this video, ring the bell, and drop your comments below. All right, let's get to some of the questions here. And let's start with Coke Butter Cheese. London for Ladd McConkey. We had a really fun conversation about trading Drake London on Out of Bounds, which you can also put out there on the YouTube channel. You can watch. Where I said, I'm not holding my breath for Drake London anytime soon. If you are a playoff bubble team, you have to move on from Drake London. I would take Christian Watson. I would take Michael Pittman. I would certainly take Ladd McConkey. That's, I mean, those are the names. Like, you're selling below the standard of London. But to me, with the nature of this injury, what we saw Pearsall and Brock Bowers go through weeks and weeks, the Falcons were irrelevant. Cousins is there. I am all out right now. I think London's value is at rock bottom, and I would just try to move now while there's still speculation like, well, let's see how it goes and see how everything gets all rosy and sunshine and rainbows. I don't think it will be.
I can't agree more, Joey. I'm totally with you on that. I think it's
why I didn't offer him to you in our league.
Yeah, dude. If you can get Ladd, this is a fantastic return. I mean, that's like 85 cents on the dollar. If you can do that, if you could do it for Pittman, like you said, Cortland Sutton, I would take Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, like anybody, because London might be sidelined for the rest of the regular season. Penix, it's probably season ending. Like, Atlanta's going nowhere fast.
Yeah. Rome Odunze, Zay Flowers, DK Metcalf, Christian Watson. And any of these guys, honestly, even Ricky Pearsall at this point, I might even go like, well, you know, Pearsall's back, you know, his first game back, whatever, he didn't do anything, but you know, you have to move on from Drake London. I don't think he's going to play. Yeah,
Alec Pierce. Would you take Alec Pierce?
Oh, gosh, you know, I'd rather have Pittman, I get it.
Yeah, pausing. So like,
look,
I feel
man,
like kind of the line.
If you're a bubble playoff team, you cannot afford to wait the next 4 weeks to figure this out.
Agreed.
Like, this is it. You either get in or you don't. So you got to have a live body who can get you some points. All right, let's go to FSW's question here. May, Nix, Lamb, Sutton. This is the roster here. Is anyone a drop for the players that you talked about this week? So I assume Hampton and Benson are guys that are on your IR spots. So I don't know if I necessarily want to drop them. And looking, I mean, do you see anybody here that you want to drop?
Parker Washington. I'd be fine dropping Parker Washington.
Washington for Watson, I would do.
If Watson is out there, if Bhayshul Tuten is out there, Emmanuel Wilson, like if you needed the running back.
See, Emmanuel Wilson's like, that's like a 1 week, maybe 2 week patch.
Maybe.
I feel like.
It's a maybe. Yeah, it's a maybe. So, I mean, really, it's any of those wide receivers that you're kind of looking at. Even a Michael Wilson. I think he'd have more value possibly for the next 2 weeks.
All right. Do you think Michael Wilson holds any value if Marvin Harrison comes back just because it was such a crazy game? It just goes away.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I think he just goes away. Like, what have we seen to tell us otherwise for the rest of his career? Nothing.
All right. Trade question. Barkley for Jacobs and Wilson. So basically the Packers backfield for Barkley. I'll take Barkley.
I would. Oh, you'd take Barkley?
Okay.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair. I think like I lean on the Jacob side only because I just he's been in nothing outside of like 1 week.
I lean on the Barkley side because health of Jacobs is questionable, and Wilson, sure, Wilson can get you, 50 yards and a touchdown possibly, but I mean, Wilson's not the same back that Jacobs is. Like, I don't think it's that.
No, that's fair. And honestly, I haven't looked at. Well, you know what? I do lean Barkley now. I'm looking. I haven't looked at. Bro, I haven't looked at the Eagles' rest of the season schedule. Cowboys, Bears, Chargers, Raiders, Commanders, really Bills. Good Lord. Never mind. Barkley. Yeah. All Barkley.
Yay! I win. All right. Dinesh is up next here. Drop Bill, Michael W., Sean Tucker, Emmanuel Wilson, Juwan Jennings, or Theo Johnson. I guess it's drop Bill for one of those guys. I think that's what they're saying.
If you need running back help, it's Emmanuel. I think so. If that's Juwan Jennings, then Juwan Jennings is the best pickup out of all of those guys because he has like legit rest of season value. Mm-hmm. So it really kind of depends on what you need. Like Jennings,
I would drop Bill for
there.
Look, how do you feel about Bucky Irving at this point too? I think he
probably comes back this week. I think he comes back. Yeah. I kind of lean up more on the positive side because we just haven't gotten anything. And then all of a sudden, like out of the blue last week, it was like, oh, he's back at practice. Like, what the heck?
He wasn't playing, though. Will Ferguson.
I know.
Brissett, Flacco. Drop Flacco now for Purdy. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I did that. Yep, done.
And then that's the rest of the running backs. I'm dropping Lockett for Emmanuel Wilson. Do I drop Vidal for Sean Tucker? No, I don't drop Vidal.
You don't drop Vidal. No, because we still have, again, like you're talking about the shrouded who knows what, Omarion Hampton. When does he come back? Do we see him the rest of the regular season? Who knows?
Who knows? All right, let's get to the next one here. HF's question. Hey, bros, writing a book about fantasy football addiction. It's for others that are afflicted. I'm too far gone. Well, that's good. It's good public service.
Do we get a Prime version of this? Can we read this on a Kindle?
Maybe. Traded Aaron Jones for Flowers and Sutton. For Flowers and Sutton from Woody Marks.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with both. I'm fine with both of those.
I like Jones for Flowers. Sutton for Woody, I'm not as thrilled with.
I'm okay with it. Like, I think Woody has taken over the backfield. I haven't looked at his rest of the season schedule, but I mean, he's a volume dependent RB2, so I'm okay with it.
Danny Boy, trade London and Travion for Dak, Waddle, and Bowers. Ugh, God, I hate trading Travion. Can you just trade London for Waddle? Can you just do that?
Yeah. Could you do that?
And it says, or London for Dak and Waddle / You're not going to get Pickens after last night. I can tell you that right now. If you can get Dak and Waddle, I would just settle for Waddle right now.
I would just settle for Waddle too, but if you can get Dak and Waddle, I would definitely do that.
It's funny because they've got JJ too, and he's been rough. Traded Tet. My cautious optimism regarding Justin Jefferson died on Sunday. I thought, like, okay, let's just be patient. Let's not overreact to a bad game. And after 2 bad games, I'm going to overreact now. Now I'm going to start to overreact. Traded Tet for Warren. And he and Bryce figured out how to play football. Well, there you go.
It was the Falcons. So let's.
Which is so weird because the Falcons were good about everybody else. Like I don't understand. CJ Stroud, by the way, is out for this week. I saw that before we started today. So just in case anybody missed that,
back under center.
Yeah, it's not a surprise.
Like one cousin.
Any advice? Like don't overtrade. Yeah, here's the thing. It's like this is. Trade deadline doesn't mean you have to make a deal, but trade deadline is being serious about taking stock of where you are in the standings, understanding what's going well for you, what's not, and then looking for the next 3 weeks, like what gets me in the playoffs. After that, it's all bets are off.
Yep.
The purpose of playing regular season fantasy football is one thing. It's not to have the best record. It's getting the playoffs. The team that has the best record is not always the winner. More often than not, it's not.
I dealt with that last year in Flex. Yeah.
Debro knows.
Exactly how that is.
Debro knows. For a dominant, 25-2 run.
Oh, dude. And then I got crushed.
First round.
I know. Thank you, Jalen Hurts. It was not fun.
It wasn't me who did it, was it?
No, it wasn't you. I forget who did it. But I was like, man, that was so painful. But I would say to add to that, we talk about this and we joke about it, but stuffing and cuffing is real, dude. This is the time of the year where you just throw the litany of RB2s on the back end of your bench and because right now the volume is piling up, the injuries are mounting. I mean, like last week was another bloodbath. We had what was it, Joe? Like 1 or 2 weeks where it was like, okay, no injuries, we're good. And the last week was like, hi, we're still here.
Speaking of
Hi,
injuries, Cam Scadaboo was on Raw last night in Madison Square Garden in the
dude.
front row, mixing it
Was
up
that
with the
kind of
guys
fool?
pushing guys
I'm
around.
sorry. Was that kind of foolish? Like him, like pushing guys around on freaking national TV with like, I understand, like he had the
I
boot on,
mean,
he's
he
probably
just
safe,
pushed the
but
guy. I mean, there's a
I,
little part of me that thought the same thing. I was like, oh, I don't want to be
I
a
still
sissy
was
here.
kind of like, oh, dude, this is stupid. Come on, don't be an idiot.
Oh, come on. He's not doing anything else. Monangai, Allgeier, Tuten, rest of season. Who would you rather have? What's the order?
Tuten, Monangai, and Allgeier. Monangai and Allgeier. I'm basing it off the offenses. Like Atlanta's offense is going to be dead. Or
How much panic fab to put down on Gainwell? I traded for Warren. Panic
Britt,
fab for Gainwell is actually real.
decent amount.
Decent. Let's not go crazy. Let's not empty
15?
the tank, but
15.
I think as the insurance policy for Warren, it's probably good because at least you've seen Gainwell succeed in those circumstances.
12 to 15.
DJ cubed, DeAndre Swift versus Steelers, or see somebody the show, Kamara versus
people
Falcons.
have latched onto that. Have you noticed that?
I love that our audience picks up on everything.
A bunch of shows.
That's just pure love.
Yeah,
that's pure love from
funny.
the audience, and I can't get enough of it. So what do you want? Kamara versus the Falcons or Swift versus the Steelers?
I think I'm going Swift.
I think I agree. I don't love
either.
either.
Kamara's a strong flex, though. I will say that.
All right, this is Cheech. Boys, I really need to win this upcoming week, and I'm thinking about trading Jamar Chase at low to get an active starter, maybe Diggs plus.
I mean,
see, Chase is like one game is super annoying. I don't know, man. It's not terrible.
2 wide receiver twos. Like I would be fine with Diggs, but you need another like a strong plus with him, like another wide receiver two.
Another Diggs and Flowers kind of thing or something to that effect, right?
Yeah,
like,
Diggs and Flowers, Diggs and Pittman, Diggs and
Sutton. And that's what's so annoying with the suspension because it's not a bye week, right?
Dude,
but like you could treat it like a bye week, except for the fact that like he's already had it. So I don't know, man. I don't want to blow up a team that's got Jamar Chase on it. I know we're in week 12, but we're still a couple weeks away from the playoffs. You got to look real hard at the schedules and what's going on. And
you need to get a decent return. I wouldn't be doing that like panic selling him off of 1 week.
It's got it, like Debro said, 2 number 2s. That would be my cost. Marco, what are the best waiver running back pickups for playoff matchups? I'm 9-2, but I lost JJ and Warren to injury. Well, Warren, I think, is going to play this week, so that seems to be a good spot. We got Wilson, Emmanuel Wilson. You got Gainwell. You got Tucker. You got Rodriguez. You got Bam. Well, Wilson's the best patch for this week. Bam
Gainwell
seems like the
best playoff.
I was gonna say Rodriguez and Bam seem like the guys actually that. Why is Gainwell the best playoff guy? He's not in the offensive once Warren gets hurt.
No, I know that, but like we're talking about like basically the handcuff and the schedule that he has is the way I'm looking at it.
What about Rodriguez and Bam? Like those are guys you could actually play.
I worry about. Hold on, let me pull up Arizona.
I mean, he can't play Rodriguez this week. He's on a bye, and I guess we all hold our breath for Benson, so maybe Bam is not as good of a pivot as we think.
But. So the other thing, Carter got a crap ton of run last week too. He actually got more run than Bam. I noticed.
I think Rodriguez is actually the one that's like the guy you can play every week as a flexy kind of guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wilson's the best main one, and Gainwell is probably the best emergency break open glass guy. A question for you. Do we see Omarion Hampton after the bye week for the Chargers?
Man, I don't know. I kind of lean no. I think I don't trust Jim Harbaugh after what I saw with QJ and his usage and coming off the hammy and all that kind of stuff. I think from reading tea leaves that Omarion Hampton had surgery and I think he had a fracture. I lean that we might not see him until playoffs, but maybe
don't they have to disclose that?
No, they don't disclose crap these days.
They don't have to disclose if there's a surgery?
Bro, Darnell Mooney had a broken collarbone in training camp, and we didn't hear anything about it until last week. Yeah, we're all flying blind here, dude. No.
I can't imagine, though, like somebody at a hospital didn't leak that information. Like, that seems absurd. Pierre Coffey.
It's all absurd.
Jamar out. Drop Parker Washington, Tez, or Shaheed for Michael Wilson or Watson. Drop Parker Washington and Shaheed. Oh, yes. No. Parker Washington and Tez or Shaheed? I don't know if I
drop
Shaheed.
Washington and Shaheed. Shaheed's not getting much usage. Cooper Kupp's still the wide receiver too.
Both of
them. Get both of them. And Watson, I would prioritize.
You should be okay. Like, it's 1 week.
Pearsall's going to have a bounce back week. Calling it now.
I agree. I got off for Travion Henderson for Justin Jefferson. I would take Travion.
I want Travion. he gets the freaking Bengals. I want Travion.
Yeah, especially this week.
Yeah.
Pick one RB, one flex. Emmanuel Wilson, Charbonnet, Allgeier, Singletary, Worthy. Well, this is tough, Lazaro, because
It's tough.
we don't have Jacobs news yet. So if Jacobs is out, Wilson's one of the guys. He's the RB. And then the flex,
I'll take the upside shot of Worthy over all these like touchdown dependent RB3s.
That's fine. If Jacobs plays, who do you play as the RB? Do you pivot to Allgeier because they probably run more with Cousins?
Yeah, I think it's Allgeier.
I feel like there's going to be a big pivot in that offense because, downgrade to Cousins, downgrade of London. Mooney hasn't been healthy all year. I think it's a lot of running back action.
Okay, so are you basically making the case of go trade for Bijan right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I am.
I think it's a good fallout.
I am. I'm just a boy standing in front of another fantasy manager asking them to give me Bijan Robinson. That's what I am. C. Fahey. My commissioner doesn't want me and another player to make a trade. Well, tell him to go piss off, eh? Huh?
Yeah. Tell him to go. I'm going to go find another league.
Achan's on a bye, and we're both in playoff contention. Should it go through?
What's wrong with that trade?
Let me say this again. Was it Genty and Diggs for Achan? It's fine. What's
wrong with that trade?
You could play him this clip. There's nothing wrong with that trade at all.
Play him that.
It's crazy. And vetoes of trades ridiculous. Are stupid. It's sour grapes for people with little things who can't get over the fact that they didn't get to make a trade that they wanted to.
Damn right.
Stop it. If you think people are colluding in your league, which obviously you're not because you're both going in the playoffs here in contention, then don't play fantasy football with these people. Kick them out of your league. But other than that,
old pool energy.
Yeah, this is people who want to, control everything, and this is people who, who want to run a league so they can win a league instead of running a league. Yep. And those are not the people you want to play with either. So tell them to piss off, tell them put the trade through and get rid of vetoes because it's the stupidest thing, and all it does is irritate everybody else who takes the league seriously, who buys in, who spends time and energy and wants to play this league, and you're going to alienate your friends, relatives, colleagues, and all that stuff. Stop it. Stop with trade vetoes. It's the dumbest thing ever. There you go. I want you to play this clip. And I'll do a free cameo. Actually, no, not free. $20. I'll do a cameo. And I'll yell at your.
Not free.
I will yell at the commissioner. Maybe this is a side hustle for me.
Hey,
cameos where I yell at your league commissioner.
Emo Joe taking it on the road.
Yeah. Seth got us some update, the latest from Harbaugh. Omarion Hampton returning on the bye week or after the bye week. We'll make that decision next week. He said. See? It all depends on how he progresses this week.
What I tell you?
Not
See what I tell you? Whole grab bag of nothing.
Adunze or McConkey rest of season. I'll still go with McConkey.
I'll go McConkey. Believe in Herbert more than I'll ever believe in Caleb Williams.
Got a waiver one. We going Kenny, Wilson, maybe Knight. Which way you want to
go? I mean, the rest of season, probably Kenny. But you can make a case. I think Wilson is third in the pecking order because after the news, you're only getting maybe 1 week. Maybe not even that.
What's a good happy medium for stashing handcuffs versus rostering players who actually play? I have Jacobs, but I had to drop Wilson last week to fill spot. I had the same thing in another league, and I didn't even have Wilson. I didn't even have Jacobs in that league. I just had Wilson, and I think I might have. And I got in a pinch, and I had no choice, and I had to drop Wilson. I was like, well, I just got to do it. Now I want to get him back, unfortunately. So here you go. Here's my thing. I don't know what D-Bro's rules are. These are my rules. My rules are I have my starting roster, and then I have at least one other player I want to flex. At this time of year, as long as my quarterback is good and he's passed his bye, I don't want a second quarterback. I don't need a second tight end as long as my tight end is good. I want to have guys that are my backup running backs if I can, or backup running backs on other teams, and then flex-worthy players who have good schedules down the stretch. That's what I'm looking for in terms of how I want to make my bench come week 12. How about you?
I agree with you on a number of those points. If you have an elite onesie position guys, then you don't need a backup option. If they go down, then you're streaming anyway, and it doesn't really matter. I would say it depends on how many flex positions that you have in your league too. If it's one versus like 2 or 3, and how often you're needing to rotate between flex players and how many bench spots you have. Like to me, like I want options, but looking at like handcuff running backs and also like stash wide receivers in the same kind of ilk, like Luther Burden, Jaden Higgins, in that same type of running back handcuff territory. I want to have my roster. And this is also kind of like a rookie conversation, Joe, where it's like, I want to have those upside swings on the bench. Cause those are the guys that could actually like bring home titles for you.
Seth just put up something in here where a trade, I guess, went down his league where Ashton Genty for Khalil Shakir. And the context is the guy that getting Genty is, or I guess Genty's getting is out of the playoffs, and the guy getting Shakir is on the fringe of the playoffs. I don't know which way. You wrote Shakir twice, Seth, so I'm not sure which the order is. But it doesn't matter. Like trades, this is trade deadline. People want to make trades, they're allowed to make trades. This is it.
Yes.
Don't veto
unless
it.
you can adamantly prove collusion, which
And if you think
really
people
can't,
are colluding, well, but if you even sense it, just God, we have a whole Discord where you can go and join leagues with really good people. Debro and I play in those leagues with those people.
Don't be in the league if the league sucks. That's the thing. Like tell them
sometimes
like,
we kick their ass,
out.
and sometimes honestly they kick our ass because it's fantasy football and it's fun and that's part of it. And there's some really sharp people in those leagues.
We're both like bottom of the standings, getting owned by all the people in Discord because they're freaking sharp and they're good.
In that one league, not out of bounds, not out of bounds.
Out of bounds, we're both doing good. Okay,
but in the other one, in the D-Gens, I had so many injuries in that league. It was nothing I could do.
I'm getting crushed. My team started off so bad.
Crushed by injury in that league, and that's it. And that happens. It happens to us. Happens to everybody. Okay, if you're in a sharp league, it's going to be harder to rebound from that. But you still put your lineups in, you still do stuff, you still try to make moves. Would you trade anyone on my team mentioned before the deadline? Who? I don't remember what your team was there. FS, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to throw your team in. Seth, if he throws in the chat, I guess just.
Okay. Would I trade any of these?
Oh, never those.
Look, I'm out of the Hampton and Benson waiting business. If you give me something
I'm not doing that
right now, I'm in.
I agree with you.
That's immediate.
I mean,
and why you have May and Knicks? You're never going to play Knicks.
You beat me to it. I was just going to say, drop Knicks. This is exactly.
Or trade him. Somebody might want Knicks. Well, Knicks is a top 10 fantasy quarterback. I know everyone hates it, but sorry guys, it's just a fact.
No, but you're absolutely right. So if you can do a trade for Knicks and somebody else and upgrade a position, do it.
Bye. Bye. Crispy Bacon Bros got offered Judkins for Kamara. Got off for Judkins for Kamara, Genty, and Vidal. Wait, all of those things? Wait, you have to trade Kamara, Genty, and Vidal? Oh, no. Genty and Vidal might have the running backs. I think that's the comma there. Okay.
I'm pulling up New Orleans' remaining schedule. Falcons.
A lot of this has to do with what you think that Shador is going to do with this offense with practice time.
I'll take the Kamara side. So here's remaining schedule.
Okay.
Falcons, Dolphins, Buccaneers. Okay, two good matchups there. Panthers, their run defense is taking a step back. The hapless Jets, the Tennessee Titans, and then the Falcons to close it out. I actually really like Kamara's schedule.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Corinder. I have Bucky, Bijan, Bucky, both Pats RBs. Okay. Do I ride the wave or hit the wire? Or should I drop Sutton, Flowers, or a Pat running B to pick up? Well, you're not dropping Sutton or Flowers. That's madness.
No, that's madness.
And you have a great running back room. You have Travion Henderson, Bijan. I know we probably disagree on this. Like, I don't care about Ramondre Stevenson anymore.
No, I agree with you. I just said drop him. Drop him. Bye. Okay. Gone. Yeah. Gone. Bye.
I know. Oh, Pat maybe disagrees with me.
I would take a high-end handcuff over him. I would take Tuten, Brian Robinson, and Tyler.
I would definitely take
one of those guys. Like any of those guys. Like throw them in there.
100% Tuten over him. Evans up next. Up, gents. All right, so what do we got to do? Drop Flacco to make room for either Wilson, Tucker, Gainwell. Order them, please.
Whoa, I kind of got lost in all of this.
So the beginning is Emmanuel Wilson, Sean Tucker, Gainwell. You have to put them in order and then drop Flacco to make the room.
Okay,
you can't drop Flacco this week because you've got Daniel Jones on. Oh, no, Daniel Jones is back.
Oh, no, he's back. He's back.
So, yeah, you drop Flacco and you have Burrow on IR. That's fine.
That's fine.
I think it's Gainwell, Wilson, Tucker.
Yeah, I'm with you.
If we're talking long term,
right? Yeah. I'm with you on that. I think Gainwell's the top guy.
And I'm not dropping Vidal, Gadsden, or Monangai.
Nope, not dropping.
And another one has got Benson and Hampton. All these people have Benson and Hampton. Move along. Get more pieces. Like all this whole you've held your breath this long. This is the trade deadline. This is the last chance to get out from there. The chances of one or both of those guys hitting for you is getting lower and lower every time we get closer to Thanksgiving.
And you go knock on the door of the Vidal team. Go knock on the door of the Vidal team with Hampton and say, hi, what you want to do?
Yeah, well, they are the Vidal team. So if you want to keep somebody, keep Hampton, keep Benson. Who should I trade with Jettas? Are we trading him?
Depends on your return. That's going to be wildly different from league to league. So many leagues are going to say, you're going to put him out there, and so many people are going to say, nope, no interest. And some people will look at it as a buy. You're probably not getting any kind of respectable offer for him, to be honest. You're probably stuck holding the bag, and I'm okay with that, to be honest. I think better days are ahead for JJ, but I don't know. I'm kind of alone on an island there.
Would you trade JJ for DK Metcalf?
Hell no.
Would you trade him for Roma Dunze?
I would consider it.
Would you trade him for AJ Brown against the Cowboys this week?
I would do that. I would trade
Tetairoa McMillan.
Yes, I would do that.
I think the range is Devonta Smith, Ted McMillan, AJ Brown. That's where you got
somewhere in there. Yeah,
maybe Pickens,
if you can.
Boy, Pickens wants to get paid, don't he?
Yeah, he's been awesome this year, man.
He's gonna get a big fat check from somebody, and then he's never gonna do anything again. I can tell you that.
You don't think Dallas franchises him? I bet you they try to franchise him. It feels like a very Jerry type of move.
Maybe.
You know it's coming.
Well, look, he's got all these picks. Use him on defense then. Keep the offense together.
He should. Keep the offense together. It was interesting.
So last night,
obviously, Javonte too. Extend Javonte. He's young.
What'd you think of the Schottenheimer move last night of the benching?
Okay, so it's funny. Seth and I were talking about this before you got in here. I think it's comical. It's faux leadership. It's benching a guy for one series is just absolute idiocy to me. Like, it doesn't send.
Well, it's embarrassing on a Monday Night Football game.
But here's my thing.
It's a public flogging to a certain degree.
To me, I just think it's fake leadership. I think it's sending some BS message when if you really want to send a message, suspend the guy, fine the guy, do something that actually impacts things outside of sitting him for one series and being like, I showed you. Okay, now go get back in there and win me the game. Like, what? I just feel like it's Little League energy, man.
All right, let's get to the next question there. Shannon is up. Hi, bros. 9-2. That's pretty good. Been holding Benson and Hampton on my bench for playoffs. Should I drop either of them for any handcuffs or waivers?
I mean, you're going to hold. It depends on what handcuffs you got
They've
out
got
there.
CMC, they got White, they've got Harvey and Allgeier.
I mean, I think with that running back room, you're holding them.
Probably because really you only have the one RB2 spot because CMC never comes out. And if CMC goes down, your whole season goes down.
Now, Shannon, could you take Hampton or Benson and give somebody give them the choice? Take Hampton or Benson and take Rachaad White, go to the Bucky Irving team and say, hey, here's Rachaad White. Here's another guy. What RB1 or what
I would give you everybody not CMC if I could, or White. If you want Harvey and Allgeier and Benson and Hampton, just go get Bucky. So then you have just whoever the other guy is in Tampa.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what to say about it.
Could you do that? Could you do Benson? Could you do Benson and Hampton for Bucky?
I think you might.
I think you could. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a way to look at it. All right, Michael Mann, very famous director too, directed such films as Heat. It's a good movie. Good movie. Sup, fellas?
Very good movie.
The heist scene is very good.
Val Kilmer was so good in that.
Val Kilmer's such a great actor.
I love Val Kilmer.
He might have been a questionable person, but
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, one of the most underrated movies ever. Love that movie.
You know,
so
I've
much.
never.
That was Robert. Are you serious?
I know the movie. I've never seen it. I gotta see it.
Dude, that was the RDJ comeback movie. It was.
I'm a big Tombstone guy.
All right,
now, I remember it when it came out.
We're watching Kiss Kiss Bang Bang next time I'm up there.
I might watch it before you get here, but I will. I will see. Sup, fellas? Rest of season standard league. Would you go Baker, DJ, or Purdy? Standard league.
I'm still Dimes. I think it's between Dimes and Purdy, and I'll just take the rushing equity over a still good offense.
If you have to give two of these guys, who are the ones you'd choose?
Dimes and Purdy
over Baker. Yeah,
Baker's just had a lot of he's
on a tough stretch.
His fantasy stock has fallen because the weapons have all been hurt, and they're winning. Like that's what's hurt him.
Yeah, dumping JJ, Trevor, Bryce. Oh, Trevor or Bryce for JJ, I guess. Everyone's got to be more consistent. There's JJ McCarthy now. There's Justin Jefferson. JJ. We just got to
There's 9.
Who do you want? Trevor Lawrence or Bryce Young? I think it's Trevor Lawrence.
I think it's Trevor Lawrence, but it's gross.
It is gross. Stack at wide receiver trade London for Henry last week. Okay, well, you got out of Dodge there.
You got out of it. Like it. Really like it.
Gadsden on a bye. Theo, Otten, or Loveland?
Theo. I think Dart will be back this week.
Really? Well, that would be.
I mean, he's still in concussion protocol. Just kind of playing the.
against
maybe
Detroit,
they
too.
sit him the rest of the year. Who knows?
That's good. That game's gonna have a 70 on it. I should
Yeah.
just bet the over. I'm telling you right now, that Giants defense is terrible, and Detroit came off a bad loss. Now
Detroit's gonna be ticked off. They're gonna put up a 45 burger on them.
Yeah,
No doubt.
I want that team total of
Campbell's
Detroit.
just gonna.
I think the team total is like 29.5 or something like that. Like, there's no way they'll get the 30s. It could be 35, and I'll take the over probably. 4-7 on the 9 seed right now. Trade Daniel Jones and Bucky for Marvin Harrison Jr. and a 12th round draft pick.
Heck,
12th round draft pick isn't great.
That's not doing anything. A Marv, I don't want any part of.
Now, if you can get Justin Jefferson next year, that's good.
I would do that for JJ. But
now is the time to buy Justin Jefferson and keeper in dynasty leagues, because the future is uncertain. Nobody knows how JJ is going to perform. He could turn it around and be great by the end of the season. Or he could stink up the joint, and next year they're looking for another quarterback. Or Justin Jefferson says, I want out if McCarthy's staying, and they make a weird move there. By the way, did I tell you my brainchild here that where A.J. Brown's going to be next year? Did I tell you this?
Oh, no. I would love to hear this. Come on.
Yeah. New England with his old pal Mike Vrabel.
Oh, that's a good call. I like that. Yeah, I really like that.
Targets to be had. Mike Vrabel loves him.
Him and Diggs.
He was so mad when they traded him. Him and Diggs together with Drake May.
They would complement each other. Their skill sets would complement. And here's the 4D chess, Joey. So you make that move for AJ Brown, and then you draft another wide receiver, and then you just go out and you just bully people.
Well, they might have already drafted it in Kyle Williams.
You're
I'm saying they might have. I'm not saying
higher on him than I am.
I don't love him, but I'm just saying give him a little time. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, I heard this.
Booty was a talented guy. Booty was a talented guy who had some troubles.
Well, they didn't draft Booty. They signed.
But I'm just saying, they've got the cap space to do it because everyone's going to be on a rookie deal, so they can afford to absorb whatever AJ Brown wants. So
and then you go out and you for the rest of the league. You go out and you just continue to add to that defense. Be very good.
And the offensive line too, because I don't think I think Will Campbell's a guard eventually.
Yeah.
I think he kicks into.
My wife will keep saying he's going to transition to center, and I'm like, I don't think he's a tackle. I agree with you.
I don't think he's a tackle either. I think he's a great player, but I think he'll transfer over to guard or center in the next 2 years. Probably guard.
Either way, I mean, and people they keep talking about all this kind of stuff. Like, would you spend that high of a pick? I have been on this train for a while, Joe. I think centers do not get enough respect in the NFL draft community. Like, everybody goes out and they talk about all these guys like Creed Humphreys of the world and everybody that's an elite center, and they're so needed and stuff because, I mean, dude, like, quarterbacks dealing with an internal pressure. Like, centers need to get more respect as far as NFL draft capital.
Hey, man, when we were younger, it was the Fanekas and the Mawais and those guys. Like, there were some great guys that were, you can,
as an offense, you can deal with edge pressure a lot better and work around that internal pressure up the A or B gap, or your center gets blown up. Good luck. You're screwed.
I mean, look at Jason Kelce, gone from the Eagles.
Uh-huh.
People want to talk about, difference makers and things like that. Like, Kelce was a huge difference maker.
Creed Humphrey went to Seth. Shout out to Seth. Creed Humphrey went in the second round. Tyler Lindenbaum didn't get respect, and that dude was one of the best prospects to come out in a long time at center.
You know what else was great?
They don't get enough respect, man.
The late great Nick Mangold, another great one too. He was a good dude. I like.
Oh, dude, yeah, he was. That was.
He seemed like just a great guy. That was very sad this year. Caleb, terrible against good defenses with a tough schedule. Can he be trusted? No. He's
2024 Kyler Murray. That's who he is.
So let's take a look at would you trust Sam Darnold over him?
I would trust Clint Kubiak. That's what you're basically asking me. Yes.
Would you trust Jordan Love over him?
Oh, God. No, I wouldn't trust
Jackson Dart.
Yes, I would trust Jackson Dart.
It's getting dark out in those QB streets nowadays.
It's getting very rough. Yep.
You could try to make
I was going to say too.
What about CJ Stroud? A buy low on CJ Stroud.
I'm with it. I think he was starting to play better football.
I agree. All right, 2 QB league lost Tyreek Hill, Penix, Evans, all these guys. 8-3 because of Jonathan Effin Taylor. There you go. Like, there's no question. It's just
league winner this year. Saquon.
Did you see in our Chop League? So the playoffs are now set for the Chop Leagues. We have 2 Chop Leagues at FantasyPros. Are you playing in the other one? Are you in the other one?
No, I'm not in those.
Okay, so I was in the Chop Leagues, right? Alon had Jonathan Taylor. This was the Jonathan Taylor bye week. He got chopped this week, right?
Whoa, man!
No Jonathan Taylor, no Tiki, no Coat. Like, you're out.
Rough.
And actually, you know who the 3 people who advanced? All 3 hosts of Fantasy Pros in the 16-team, whatever it was, Chop League. Me, Welsh, and Worm. We are the 3 that have advanced to the next.
Making it through, baby.
I don't know who's in the. So there's like the yellow one and the blue one. I'm in the yellow one. So the 3 of us now play the other last 6 weeks of the season now. So now they've combined them. So that should be interesting and fun. And of course, I have Jabbar Chase, which means I'm F'd into A.
Oh, jeez,
so,
that sucks.
Yeah.
You're out there like, he didn't spit on him. I don't know what y'all talking about. I didn't.
Oh no, he's been. We talked about out of bounds. Welsh was like, I didn't see him spit on him. I was like, let me show you a video, and I showed him. He goes, oh yeah, he definitely spit on him. Yeah, like you're getting suspended, bro. Yeah. Great timing. All right. Yeah. So we already did the job for Derek. Congrats on Jeff. And you know what? Once he crosses 400 carries this year, I'm going to be the same jerk I was this year, telling everybody not to draft him, and everyone's going to tell me I'm crazy again. Whatever.
It worked out on Saquon, man. It worked.
Watson, Dobbs, rest of season. I prefer Watson. Dobbs has the frying pan hands.
Watson.
Tuten over Wilson and Gainwell, yes.
Yep. And I'm sorry.
I have Ben Sean Tucker.
I'm sorry I didn't see Sean Tucker going for $140 and 3 touchdowns.
Bro, nobody did.
Yeah.
Nobody did. So don't go. It depends. Who'd you start in place of him?
No telling.
Like, even if that person was okay and it was good sound advice, nobody except for Travion Henderson and maybe one other person probably had more fantasy points this week. Like, save me a QB: Purdy, Jones, Darnold, or Brissett rest of season. I still like Purdy's weapons rest of season.
I'm still Purdy. It's Purdy or dimes. Like, I understand that Brissett, man. Like, how long is he going to keep this up, dude?
JMO and Wandale for Higgins and Burrow. This is very contextual, so it's a fair trade. So,
yeah,
this is all about rosters.
It's all about rosters. I'm with that.
All right. Also, it's all about our amazing sponsors here on the show, and one of them is Hard Rock Bet. So if you're listening right now, if you're watching the shows here, whatever's going on in your day-to-day life, well, it could be more fun with Hard Rock Bet. Bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets when you place that first bet, and it hits. You get your winnings and $150 in bonus bets just for winning. And if you're not sure what to place your first bet on, you can go watch Betting Pros podcast and go ahead and check that out every single day. Go subscribe to that channel, or even better, go to the Hard Rock Bet Stats Hub, and it'll show you all the trends and streaks. You can go ahead and write and bet those. We've bet a couple of them this year on the shows as well. Again, more states are coming online all the time, so see if Hard Rock is available in your state and download the app today. All right, next up here, we have, who's the next question on the board? It is JS. Must-win mode, 5 and 6, have RB depth with Gibbs, Javonte Cook, Bucky, Vidal, Tracy. And then we've got AJ, QJ, Debo, Tez. Been offered my Cook and AJ Brown for Adams and K9. Nope. Hard no.
No.
Hard no.
No, not doing
My
that.
favorite bet of the week last week was the under on Devontae Adams yards. It came in, just in case nobody was paying attention. 63.5. He got 1 yard. It was a touchdown. It was a touchdown because he's Devontae Adams.
Yep.
But
still,
Devontae Adams has only gone over 60 yards twice in the last 8 weeks, and both times it was against the 49ers. 49ers pass defense is trash, everybody. Straight trash, homie. Straight trash.
Ted having another good game this week.
That's why I love Brissett this week, right? Is Arizona?
No. Brissett gets Jacksonville.
Oh, the Brissett gets Jacksonville. So who's San Fran this week is
Bryce. Bryce.
Yeah, I think Bryce can actually be good again.
Ted's gonna have another good game. Yep.
All right. Anthony traded Javonte, Tet, and Egbuka for Chase last week. Oh, I also have London, Sutton, Achane, Judge. Oh, so this is a tough one now because you have London who's not playing, and now you have Chase who's not playing. So you're 11-0. Did you make the right move? No, because obviously now you're up against it. Now here's the thing. You're getting Chase. You don't need the win. You take the loss. It's fine. London is the problem right now. So if I want to win a championship, I've done all this work. So you've gotten rid of Tet, Egbuka, Javonte. You got to move London, I think. And I would just eat the whole W this week because you're going to lose anyway, probably, and trade London and get something that's good for the next couple weeks.
I agree with all of that.
Like, who's on a bye this week? Sutton?
Sutton's on. Who's on a bye? Hold on.
Denver's on a bye this week. Any of the Lad, any of those guys. If you can make that move, that's what you do.
Yeah, Denver's on a bye. Miami, like you're looking at all the bye week
Waddle,
guys. So Waddle, Ladd, Sutton, all those guys.
I'm telling you, like, just eat the L this week. The opposite of the Jameis Winston. Cuban Dan, vetoing sucks. It does suck, You're right. Trade would be Goff and Tet for Allgeier and Flowers. I received Flowers. Side problem, my trade partner is my brother. Is it a fair trade? Goff and Tet for Allgeier and Flowers. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm guessing, do they have Bijan?
Again, this is contextual. Most trades are most of the time within a range. They're fine. Mr. Marowitz, wide receivers are Drake, Ladd, Addison, Pearsall. Best waiver wire pickup, Watson or Michael Wilson? It's Watson for me.
Watson, not even close. I mean,
Herbert or Baker rest of season.
I'm still going Herbert. I'm just going to lean in the weapons. Like, I understand they look terrible. And shout out to us, Joey. The waiver wire show has been providing. We've been we talked about Troy Franklin before he broke out. We talked about Alec Pierce before he broke out. Christian Watson's the next guy on that train.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Watson for weeks too. I couldn't believe he was still 37% roster.
Dude, when Pat sent me the list on Sunday, I was like, why is Christian Watson and Alec Pierce still on this freaking list? Like, why are they not both above 50%? I don't even care if it's dead leagues involved. Like, what?
Yeah, I have no idea. All right, let's go to Jesse's question. First place in my PPR league, thinking of trading Bijan because of a lot of injuries. I don't think I would.
No, I wouldn't do that. They're
and Bowers. I want to trade Egbuka and Bowers because of the rest of season schedule. Any advice? I don't want to trade those guys.
I don't want to trade those guys either.
Like,
what are you getting back for them? Like, those guys are like top shelf. Like, if you could get, who do you take rest of the season, Kittle or Bowers?
Kittle, because it's a big boy offense.
Yeah. Like, if
let's play a game called One and Done. Ready? Aaron Glenn, one and done.
Done.
Pete Carroll, one and done.
No.
Okay.
No, I think they want to build the culture. What do you think? I think Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly.
I think Chip Kelly's definitely gone. I think
dude, that was. Can we both agree that
I think he might be gone this week.
What the heck were they doing last night?
Chip Kelly doesn't know his ass from his elbow, and he never has. And I don't know why I don't know how he got that job again.
Go back to college. Go back.
Oh my god.
College.
Look at Quincy. Hey y'all, howdy. 11-0. That's impressive. Alec Pierce or Swift in a full P. I like that. Full P.
Full P.
I mean, I always lean the running back. I mean, Swift doesn't have as much touchdown, but whatever.
I'll go Swift here, but it's really close.
Grab Brian Robinson Jr. for CMC handcuff. Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Done.
Yes. If you have to have B-Rob on your bench if you have CMC.
Yeah, you have to.
And look, that's an easy one because you know.
If not, you're gonna be fab chasing.
Not only fab, but you also know you only have to fill another RB slot. Your RB2, you're never taking CMC.
You're never taking him out.
Never happening. He's passed his bye. It's never happening. So you should have one other or two other guys for RB2, and then you have Brian Robinson Jr. on your bench. That's it. That's your bench. I need a week one plug and play because of Chase suspension. Hollins or Downs? I like Hollins.
Okay, so Booty needs to still be out for Hollins to hit.
Fair.
If he's still out, then it's definitely Mac Hollins. If it's not, then it's Downs. For people, I'm just going to shout this out as a PSA. In deeper leagues, if you're struggling, I just finished this game with the primer. I actually really like Andre Yoshivas this week. I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm not saying that's a 10 or 10, 12 team league, but yeah, I like Yoshivas a good bit.
All right, let's go to and look. I think J-Mo can have a good game as we can get the Giants, so they can't cover anybody either. So, any Benson news? No,
none. Thanks.
I don't want to spend all my fab on night, but like, spend it. Get him on the roster.
Spend it if you want.
At this point, order these guys: Monangai, Emmanuel Wilson, Michael Wilson, Sean Tucker. That's my order.
I think you got the order right there, Dinesh. Yeah, I agree.
Again, it's contextual depending on who.
It's
contextual.
Like, you have Jacobs,
it's Emmanuel goes to the front of the queue.
Yeah, or if you need a wide receiver play this
Michael
week,
Wilson might go to the front of the queue.
Yeah,
if you have Bucky, Sean Tucker goes to the front of the queue.
Contextual based off your roster, who you got and what you need.
Let's go to Adrian or Adrian. I'm not sure. It's a cool name either way. 8-3, half PPR, worried London owner. Yeah, you should be. So am I.
Should be.
League rarely trades, but want to try. Here's the deal. You have to, as Debro said, 85 cents on the dollar. Pff, bro, forget that. Yeah. I'm taking 50 cents on the dollar. I'm taking a steady wide receiver 3 with volume. I'm taking a Christian Watson splash play. I'm taking somebody that I can start every week in my lineup. If you can get Ted McMillan for him, you do it. Yeah, I wish he didn't have such a good game last week, but like it's anything like that.
Yeah,
I got to move him. I'm sorry. Like I'm going to be a real jerk about this.
We have seen this play out with Brock Bowers and Ricky Pearsall. He could be out for the rest of the freaking season. Here's the thing: if they firmly just drop off a table and they don't have a chance at the playoffs,
they are. What do you mean if they're 3-7?
That's fine.
It's over.
It's already. It's done. Penix is done for the year. Done.
Penix is done for the year. They're 3-7. It's over.
You were playing one and done with me earlier. Raheem Morris fired at the end of the year or not? I think he's gone.
Well, he's not one and done. He's been there for
no.
But
do you think he gets fired?
I think it might.
I think he's gone. And
I think he might. And I'm going to tell you this much too. We've already seen it. Like, this is now us having to learn from the follies of 2025, which was waiting for week-to-week Ricky Pearsall, waiting for Brock Bowers to not go on IR to see how they get. If it's the same injury, which it seems to be, what do we have to get beat over the head with this? Like, come on, guys.
Some people
and that was with teams that had something to play for. The Falcons have nothing to play for. The same reason I talked about dropping Garrett Wilson. You're not dropping Drake London, but there's a weird cloud over what he's going to do in the next couple weeks. Not with me. I know what the story is going to be. He's going to be hurt for a month, and then he's not going to come back because they're going to be 3-13.
Yep.
And they're just like, no, he's not coming back. By the way, this is very funny. On Twitter, Seth was looking for Benson news, and the only news he could find was a bunch of people asking, "What's the news on Trey Benson?"
Seth, I'm sure this thought experiment, you could do the same thing with Omarion Hampton. You can really do the same thing with Omarion Hampton.
Freaking hilarious. All right, Stafford's my QB, and I got Burrow also. IR's already taken. Is Burrow enough of an upgrade to use in that spot for handcuffs?
Yes.
Okay. Also have Bowers and Kelce. Kelce worth keeping? I'll tell you what. I put both on the market and see who gets the better deal. I would put both on the
market, and whoever you get more for, trade them. Done. Kelce's quietly having a resurgent season, man. He's been very good over the last few weeks.
Kind of is. Like, I think you'll get more.
He's a good buy low if you can get him on the cheap for playoff push.
Is Jettas for Wan'Dale and Henderson too much?
I don't want Wan'Dale. If you can get another wide receiver like Christian Watson, or hell, I'd even take Troy Franklin over him. I'm not a believer in.
I don't want to trade Jettas for Henderson. I want Henderson right now. He's the better weekly fantasy player.
I agree with that.
I can't believe I'm saying it, but I think that's where we're at. It's not his fault. I agree with you. It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
Thanks to D-Bro for helping me grab and start Watson on Sunday. There you go. See?
Let's go, Dev.
Bad on Tucker, good on Watson. It all evens out. Would you try to bundle Watson in London for Marvin Harrison Jr.? No, just keep Watson.
No, keep Watson rest of the season.
I would trade London for Marvin Harrison Jr., and I don't love Marvin Harrison Jr. I would also do.
Come online. Like, I'm not big on Marvin.
London is not going to play.
I know.
But here's
the other side of it. We talked about this on waivers. And for everybody that doesn't have a medical background out there, not every appendectomy.
Everybody watching.
But this is a PSA. Not every appendectomy is cut and dry, easy. A guy is back in a week. That is not the case. They have ruptures, you have all kinds of different stuff, and people don't always recover, and it's easy and fluid, and they're back in a week. And it's also a core muscle surgery because, yes, even if it's done laparoscopically, you do go through the abdominal wall. So it's not that freaking easy for professional athletes to come back from this and be 100% immediately after a week. And okay, done.
That was good. That was good stuff there. I enjoyed that thoroughly. It's very good. Very, very good.
Medical knowledge, I don't use it very often nowadays, but I still got it, Joey. Still got it.
That's right. People don't know that about you. People don't know.
They don't.
All right. Did we get this question? I don't even know where I am anymore.
Football is life.
Football is life. If we drop, who drop when Benson's off IR? Well, that's a big if. Tez probably from this grouping.
Tez or Jacoby.
That's the low.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah. I don't want to drop Jacoby just yet.
I don't want to drop.
has been terrible. He's hurt.
Yeah.
Is Mike Evans coming back this year?
No.
Who knows?
He's not coming back. No. I don't think he's coming back.
It's a shame, too. They were off to a really good start. What a run.
I bet he comes back next season, though. I can't see Mike Evans wanting to call his career that way.
We'll Alec Pierce or Michael Wilson PPR?
Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce. Alec, not Alex, just so everybody knows. What do I do with Omarion Hampton and Quentin Johnson? Well, you're sitting on those because
hold them and yeah.
I'm not. This is another one too where I've had it.
If you could trade them, sure. Yeah, totally have it.
Package to me, this is the perfect time where you go, hey, what do I have that's working? What do I have that's not? What can I use in the next couple of weeks to make an impact? Patience is great, but you can't have patience this time of year. In fact, I think this is the time of year where impatience is rewarded. where you take guys that aren't playing well, things are not going well, instead of waiting for a turn around and you missing the playoffs, you take pieces that might be perceived as lesser, but are productive and are in good situations or in good offensive ecosystems, and you make moves. That's what you do. All right, let's get to next question here. Would it be worth it to trade Dart and Jameson Williams for Tet? I lost London and I have Nico. Yeah.
Do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who I don't know who your other quarterback is, but even
matter.
if you're streaming, that's fine. Still, totally
doesn't matter. That's a must. How long do we think Josh Jacobs is out? Well, I would say 2 weeks. That's my guess, based on everything that's happened this year.
So here's my thing. We're just guessing because we didn't even know when he got injured. Like, they didn't even put it out. They just said his knee is structurally sound. He's day to day. He might play this week, but he might not. Thanks, insider reporting. Y'all suck this year. Golly, y'all suck.
Need a QB for the weekend. Cousins, Taylor, Shuck, Sanders, or Mills? I'm going to say it's Tyler Shuck's first home start, D-Bro.
Shuck. I'm going with Shuck.
I think it's Shuck.
I actually I watched all of his all-22. I'm not high on him. That game versus Carolina, a lot of fluky stuff. We could have a very long conversation that we don't have time for about that. But I do think that with the matchup, they just made Bryce Young go legend mode. I think with the matchup, it's Tyler Shuck.
I think it's Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, I think it's Tyler Shuck. Mills will be the second in this conversation for me.
Yeah, I don't trust Tyrod. And that whole thing, like, why? Why bother? Like,
well, Tyrod doesn't have anybody to throw to.
It was not Justin Fields, right? Neither Justin Fields last week. Justin Fields, at least you have these dynamic running plays.
Because they could skate.
It's so weird because I'm watching that game. In the first half of that game, they've got Justin Fields running the football, and they've got this scripted drive, right? And I'm like, wow, they really put the ball in his hands. And he's a strong, fast runner.
And they just go away from
it. And then they just got away from it. I'm like, what are you doing?
At least Aaron Glenn is a clown car. He is a horrible head coach.
Burrow and Daniels on the IR, trade a QB or wait for out. I clinch the playoffs. I would trade Daniels because I think he's further away.
I agree with that.
Daniels, that could be another scenario where do you bring him back? Right. Like, is it irrelevant?
Commander season.
I mean, look, Joe Burrow's irrelevant too, but Joe Burrow's Joe Burrow. He's already working his way back because he wants to play football.
He's already saying he's going to play, like, whether it's Thanksgiving or right after it, and I believe that.
Awesome Dev. Wide receivers are London, Pierce, Shakir, Watson, Pearsall. Who can I depend on to start weekly? Well, not London. I can tell you that right now.
Pierce and
Pearsall,
Watson or
Watson.
Pearsall. Pierce, Watson, and Pearsall. That's your triumvirate.
Yeah, but none of those guys are like top shelf. Like, hi guys, quick question. There's Ramondre on waivers. I have Pollard, JCM, Tuten. Do I drop one for Ramondre? I don't know about that.
Ugh, I wouldn't do it. Toe injuries are problematic, dude.
I don't think
even when he comes back, he's not going to be 100%, and he's probably only going to play like a change of pace role. Nope.
Waddle on a buy and Jamar Chase suspended. Pick up Worthy, Mooney, Yoshivas, Slayton, Higgins, or Hollins. There's some decent guys out there.
That's some decent guys. Mooney right now, with what we know, he is going to be a wide receiver 3, just volume driven. Slayton, I don't think plays. Jaden Higgins is just he's not. So with what we know right now, I would say Mooney and Hollins. And then if Booty plays, then I would lean back on Jaden Higgins probably.
Okay. All right. There you have it, everybody. Also, don't forget, if you need more help on the waiver wire, make sure you use Waiver Central. It will help you find the guys to get your roster. See, Kenneth Gainwell, boom, just add them. You can search all the waiver wires in all your leagues when you sync your leagues for free with the Fantasy Pros app, which is easy. It's fun. I use it. D-Bro uses it. We all use it.
Yes.
Don't be a tool. Use the tools. FantasyPros.com/waiver central. I'm telling you, man. Look, and if you've been getting by this year without the tools and now you're starting to struggle a little bit, this is the perfect time, okay? It's never too late in the season to start using the tools to help you, whether it's for trades this week at the deadline, whether it's Waiver Central, all that stuff is out there for you. So again, download the Fantasy Pros app or just go to FantasyPros.com/waiver central. All right, D-Bro, let's get a couple more in here. I got offered Travion Henderson for Justin Jefferson. I take him.
Yeah,
I take Travion.
Yep.
I think that's a good deal. I think that's
it's
a good move. It's what you want here. We got another couple of these here. Does Mooney have value with London out and Cousins in? Yes, but I don't love it as much. I don't love it. I'll be honest.
I don't love it either. I think he's a volume dependent wide receiver 3. That's all right. That's all he is.
And last one here: Pearsall, Worthy, or Otten for wide receiver 2 and flex start. I think it's the first two.
Pearsall and Watson. Easy.
All right, there you have it, everybody. Drop your comments below. And of course, subscribe to the channel. You might win yourself the latest giveaway, the TrophySmack WallSmack from TrophySmack. That's the way to go. And of course, don't forget Hard Rock Bet. Bet your first $5, get 150 in bonus bets plus your winnings only at Hard Rock Bet. Oh, we got one more in the. You know what? We're nice guys. We'll take one more.
I know. I saw
question
Tammy
here.
hopping here. I was just about to sit here and.
Tammy, you just got in under the wire, Tammy.
Got in,
We like
barely,
you. Hitting the waiver wire streets here. Stroud's out. Herbert's no good. So Shuck, Young, Lawrence, or Mills. You roll with Bryce Young after last week?
Bryce?
So.
No. He did have an ankle injury, so watch the news and stuff like that. It's Bryce if he plays, and if he's out, that's Tyler Shuck for me.
All right, there you have it, everybody. That'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on for T-Bro and Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids. Who else has one and done as a coach this year? Who are the other new coaches? Ooh. Mike Vrabel's new. He ain't going anywhere, though.
He ain't going nowhere.
Aaron Glenn 20-year extension.
That's a definite. Trying to think. Liam Cohen's doing a good job. Are you surprised by that? I know you weren't a Liam Cohen guy.